the Chester Copperpot 20/21 season managers. Featuring first up, top of the plops, last year's winner is Jura from the Sunny Money Happy Days. Jura, aka Jurgen Klopp, didn't set the world alight in his first season, but soon got his feet under the table and showed his pure class to walk a league title without much challenge. Similarities don't end there, as Jura also has a deep, burning love for giant Frankfurter sausage and 1970s vintage German blues. Best of luck, Jura. Next up, we'll have last year's runner-up, STP, from STP United, aka John Carver. Self-confessed best coach in the league every Christmas, but with nothing to sing about by the end of each campaign. Has learned from one of the best managers in world football, but failed to replicate his achievements. Has the capabilities to squeeze a dog shit so hard it would ooze through his fingers. Next up, we have Brian from Intergalacticos FC. Recently changed his team name after a poor return last season. But Bry, aka Bob Bradley, came out of the blue giving it big licks that he had won some major trophies in the past, but in reality had previous in some Mickey Mouse amateur leagues and hadn't grasped the terminology, tactics, or quite frankly anything about the Big Boys League. Let's see how he gets on next term. Next up, we'll have Tupac from the Chudley Cannons FC. Tupac, aka Ron Atkinson. No nonsense approach to the beautiful game. Has had minor success in cup competitions and flirted with a few league challenges without sealing the deal. Tupac also isn't too fond of Marcel Desailly. Next up, we have former double and treble winning champ Kyle from the Bukaki Jackies. Kyle, aka Jose Mourinho. With a bucket load of trophies to his name, silverware fills his downstairs bog. However, early signs that he needs to adapt to a changing game, as he registers no copperware last season following 5 trophies in the previous 3 years. Aging like a fine wine from Netto's in Berkeley circa 1996. Next up, we have Rag from AFC Ragman. Rag, aka Avram Grant. Spitting dabs, both Israeli and can barely make out a word either have said in post-match interviews, as if speaking into a wind tunnel, mainly because Rag is usually speaking into a wind tunnel during his interviews. Absolutely zero respect or expectation from anyone else in the league, but raised eyebrows with a respectable finish and a cup final place. Best of luck next season, Rag. Next up, we'll have Desperate Dan from the Villains FC. Dan, aka Alan Pardew, somehow still finds himself dining at the top table, even though he hasn't showed any signs of any managerial skill whatsoever. Speaks funny and has the capability of headbutting one of the players from during a game. Next up, we have former champ Gabe Lewis from the SSFC, the Scranton Stranglers. Gabe, aka Claudio Ranieri, dilly ding, dilly shong, had a cracking start to his managerial career, winning the league before plummeting his side towards relegation. He also has a very funny looking face indeed. Best of luck next term, Gabe. Next up, we have fellow bottom of the league, but 9th place finisher last season, Plops from the Piqué and De Bruyne FC. Plops, aka Sam Allardyce, thick-skinned, literally thick-skinned, as thick as a llama's scrotum. Doesn't mind adopting the Route 1 approach which has subsequently found him scraping around the anus end of the table every single year. Literally the only manager in the league who can stomach 100 pork swords washed down with a Greg's pasty smoothie. Let's see who he gets on next year. And last but least, we have Colo from Colo Colo FC. Colo, aka Neil Warnock. A grumpy old goat who has proven every season that he has no ability at the elite level. Probably feels more at home in the second tier league. Knew his footy apples back in the day, but has fallen behind in modern day football and resorts to a good old moan with officials to maintain interests. Best of luck, boys.